Let's go.
Rams overlooked. Rams overlooked.
I can't get there. I don't think they are. It makes an impression what you just said about the Super Bowl. And yet, listen, the real disrespect would be they don't make the playoffs. You make the playoffs, we'll see what happens. All four of us at this table have the Rams in the playoffs. A lot of people look at Peter King's picks. Peter King has the Rams in the playoffs. I don't see this massive disrespect. I think if anybody in the Super Bowl last year was getting disrespected, it might be the Bengals. But more to the point, I think what's going on with the Rams right now is having to do with what's going on tomorrow night, is that they are showing up at the Oscars or the Met Gala, and they're, Chris Evans, good guy, totally respectable, great career, looks great, but, Zendaya is showing up at the same time, and that's the Bills. Everyone's just on the Bills. That's like Harry Styles and that stupid collar. Everyone's just like, oh, my God, over here. And Chris Evans is like, what am I, chopped liver?
Chris Pine.
No, I'm talking about, never mind. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about Chris Evans just in Hollywood. Pine, Pratt, Hemsworth, whatever. Pine, pick who you want. Everybody's looking at the Bills. And I have to say this. Last night, NFL Game Day season preview on this network, they got together. Take a look at this. This is unbelievable. All right, look at the Super Bowl picks. All 6 people on the show chose the Buffalo Bills to win the Super Bowl. No outlier, no one who said, you know what, Chiefs, Chargers, Packers, Rams. All 6 individuals from all the way up from top of Rich down to Rachel took the Buffalo Bills. I want to also point out 2 of them took them over the Rams. So we're going to review the Rams over this entire season, but this week, it is just the paparazzi bulbs are flashing for these Buffalo Bills, and no one can tear their eyes off of Josh Allen to look at Aaron Donald or Jalen Ramsey. I think that is maybe where we're feeling some disrespect, that they're hosting it, raising a banner, and everyone's saying, Bills, Bills, Bills. That's where it's coming from. But in the season, I think we expect good things for the Rams, don't we?
But I think when we're starting out week 1 and we feel that way and everybody's looking at the Zendaya Buffalo Bills, I think that goes to show that, yes, they are being overlooked. We always talk about, the Rams, this happened, that happened, Stafford's elbow, McVay, they're talking retire, all types of stuff. But let's look at the other teams in the NFC that is kind of competing that we're talking about. Bring up a graphic of the other teams in the NFC. Let's talk about these teams because we're always glamoring on the other teams. Tampa Bay, Tom had 11 days off, offensive line issues, no idea. Aaron Rodgers is still doing interviews talking about how bad the rookie receivers are. Kyler Murray is now studying, so now we're all on board with the Arizona Cardinals. San Francisco, is it Trey Lance? Oh, now Jimmy Garoppolo's back in the picture. The Dallas Cowboys, Jerry Jones, he'll probably have a press conference tomorrow and he'll be talking about Mike McCarthy. The Philadelphia Eagles, is Jalen Hurts the guy? So to me, we're so focused on, the Rams this, the Rams that. The other teams in the NFC are the ones that we're seeing in the Super Bowl predictions and this and that. But the Rams they've retooled. They've added Bobby Wagner. They've made some nice moves. They didn't lose that much. Yes, they lost Von Miller, I know. But there's still a team that should be talked about. There's no way you should be unveiling the large thing coming down a Raptor in the stadium and all everybody's talking about is the Buffalo Bills. To me, that goes to show, yes, they are being overlooked. We can't even talk about them enough in their first game after winning a Super Bowl because we're all so excited about the Buffalo Bills. So, yes, they are being overlooked.
It's funny. We're doing our predictions tomorrow for the Super Bowl, and I'm looking at that, and the first thing I'm like, is there not a producer who nudges like Rachel Bonnetta or Cynthia and says, everyone's picking the Bills, pick someone else?
Maybe Zag?
No, no one could tell Mooch, like, hey, Mooch, just pick another team. No, just go all Bills. That always bodes well for Buffalo.
The graphic will look great.
The graphic will look great, and that always bodes well for
you're onto something that, but when I look at that, I'm like, oh, great.
No,
I don't think Buffalo's winning anything.
You see that. The bandwagon's full. We're making our picks tomorrow, and I think everyone who watches the show is like, oh, Schrager's going to take the Rams. He's going to go canoodle with McVay, and they're going to go, do spoon later and whatever. No, here's the thing. I have to actually make a choice, and I don't know if I'm going with the Rams yet. I still haven't made my NFC choice. And 4 of the last 5 years, I did take L.A. I think that they had what it took, and 2 of the last 4 years, they went to the Super Bowl. But I've got concerns, and I think they're fair. And here's why maybe they're not being overhyped. Because this is not just your usual defending Super Bowl champ. This isn't just bring back 22 guys. Number one, all right, if I'm telling you Stafford's elbow is a concern, it's a concern.
Still.
Look, he had a baseball surgery on his elbow. That's not telling me, like, the greatest thing. That's not a young, Mahomes or Allen coming out here with 100%. Everyone flirting with retirement. It wasn't just McVay. Like, Aaron Donald wants to go be The Rock or something. Like, he's going to, everyone. No Odell Beckham. Odell Beckham carried them in that first half of the Super Bowl. Odell Beckham was awesome last year down the stretch. Allen Robinson's a different player and he's going to probably play a bigger role than Odell did right off the bat, but no Odell's big. No Von Miller's big. And the last one, it's really freaking hard to repeat.
That's maybe the only one you need.
It's really hard. The Rams needed a lot of things to go their way last year, and they did. Robert Woods is in that picture. Robert Woods was their #1 wide receiver going into the season, and he got injured and missed the whole year. Like, things happen, and they were able to overcome it. It's so hard to get back on top of the mountain. So are they being overlooked? No, they're not being overlooked. It's really hard it's really hard to repeat, and I think most people would say, like, you know, of the 32 teams, you know, the Rams might have one of the best teams in football, but like, I don't know if it's a slam dunk. They're going back, and they're one of those teams that's winning back to back to back to back.
I think it's universally physically impossible to be overlooked if you just won a Super Bowl. I don't understand how this is even an applicable situation. I understand other teams are going to be good. They haven't proved it. You just won a Lombardi. You are going to raise a banner on Thursday at SoFi Stadium, and you're telling me you think you are considered an underdog? You just won, and like Peter just said, they lost 2 key factors, yes, but they made improvements. The team, you have the same head coach. Your quarterback has an elbow that it may be surgically repaired, but like, it's the same guys. You cannot be overlooked if you just won a Super Bowl. I'm sorry, maybe 2 years removed, maybe 3, not the next year. It's been 7 months. Relax, everybody. Yes, it is hard to repeat. The last time we saw it happen was 2003, 2004. And I'm not saying everybody can be Tom Brady. They can't. That's why he is Tom Brady. And I just don't think Matthew Stafford has that pissed off attention to detail to go back to the grind the way Brady would, and he did that season, and he has done subsequently in his career. Stafford's great, but there's a reason why it took him, and the reason why it takes him this long to get a Lombardi. It is hard to do once. It is certainly that much harder to do it a second time in 2 years. Woo.
I'm not here for that storyline where you have to pick the defending champs to defend or you're disrespecting them. It's actually really naive to think that they're going to go back. We just saw that. How many times has Brady tried to do it? Even he hasn't done it in almost 20 years. It's very difficult.
I think it's just the way they talk about him. You hear it in Jalen Ramsey's voice. He's tired of hearing
all
the talk surrounding about every other team.
I really appreciated his tone, too, because even McVay was like, oh, Josh Allen, they don't have any weaknesses. And like, Jalen Ramsey's like, you know what? We're pretty darn good too. Let's see. You know, Stephon Diggs does not have a ton of success against him either.
Yeah, I would say maybe ask 31 other teams about him and not the Rams, because let the Rams have their moment, right?